if you actually pay attention to like Forster behind the net, Forster along the boards in a battle, like this dude separates the opponent from the puck and then finds a teammate with it a lot. He's very good at the little things. It's just like
need those big things.
Him
too.
and Noah K. It's like, all right, man, but unless you want to be a shutdown third liner and that's it, you're gonna need something else. But we do have time with these guys. It's not as if they're 26, 27 years old. And I think we have to keep reminding ourselves of that because they're not finished products.
Yeah, Charlie hit a spot on. Unfortunately, with some players, you do have to give them some time. But as we know, he has a shot. And he had the most shots for the Flyers forwards here tonight. So just keep taking those shots, and hopefully it does fall in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we're going to transition to the 3 stars, but
that's what
I think he is my 3rd star. He's the one Flyer who I thought was consistently impactful in this game. Pretty much led them in all the statistical categories. I think Tyson Forster was good tonight. But it kind of goes back to this where if this version of Tyson Forster was your best player, you're probably not going to be winning.
Yeah. No, and without further ado, let's get to Charlie O'Connor's 3 stars of the game. Star number 3 was Tyson Forster. We just had a decent conversation about him. So let's jump ahead to star number 2.
Okay, well, just as a spoiler, like there ain't any more Flyers.
No.
I can't imagine. Charlie, I can't believe they got 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, I would only had like 1 star tonight, but go right ahead. Star number 2.
Second star, I would say Dylan Larkin. He's been on fire for the Red Wings. He scores their first goal of the game. He just looked like an impactful player pretty much all night. The Red Wings didn't have the puck a lot, but when he had the puck, you took notice because he is a dynamic offensive weapon who is a really good hockey player. And I don't know, Larkin's just the kind of guy where he is probably the catalyst of the Red Wings on the whole. He's obviously an elite skater. He's got serious skill. And this was a game where both teams didn't play very well, but you needed one guy on either of these 2 teams to step up and be like, yeah, I'm going to be the guy who makes sure we don't lose this game. Ultimately, even if you take away the 2 bounce goals, the Red Wings still win this 1-0. And Dylan Larkin's the guy who got the goal that wasn't a bad bounce goal. So I'm going to go Dylan Larkin at number 2.
And that leaves star number 1.
Star number 1, our old pal Alex Lyon.
Oh, man.
What a delightful player to cover. Truly one of my favorite players I've ever covered since I've been a full-time hockey beat writer. Just a great dude. Really, really great guy. He was good tonight. I don't think he was incredible because I don't think the Flyers peppered him with super high-quality chances.
They had like 3 good chances.
But he made the saves he had to make.
Yeah.
He gets a shutout. I'm really happy that Alex Lyon has established himself as he was for a long time in his career one of those quad A guys where he was a good AHL goalie. He would come up for a few games when guys would get hurt. He was the 3rd goalie in the organization. Yeah. Now he has very clearly established himself as a guy who is a quality 2nd goalie in an organization, and I'm happy for him.
He is right now Detroit's number 1. Last injuries and stuff, and just overall piss poor play. But like last year, he saved the Florida Panthers season. And I was happy. At the end of the game, I'm rooting for the shutout because, like, no, the Flyers don't deserve a fucking goal. Also, it's hard not to root for the guy. Like, this is someone who, years ago, like, when we were discussing what he was going to be potentially, I was like, if he's just the Phantom's Neil Little, like, if he's just this dude forever, like, good. Like, he's got a professional career. Good for you, kid. He has worked his way to beyond respectability. I mean, again, like the Eastern Conference champs last year don't make the playoffs if not for Alex Lyon stepping the fuck up at the end of the year.
That's a really good point.
And now, like, Detroit in a playoff spot, and they're getting horrible goaltending, like, except for out of Alex Lyon. I'm happy for the guy. Like,
Me too.
It's not the easy road, you know, when you were just kind of plugging away for a few years, AHL goalie, what are you really, though? And he has worked his way up. It's hard not to root for a guy like that. And I'll always love him because he was better than Peter Mrazek during that stretch when the Flyers were out of goalies.
Yep. and the thing is, he's 31 years old. Like, this is a guy who he should be. He was never a guy who had a prime at the NHL level. He is theoretically, by the aging curve, past his prime, yet he's playing the best hockey of his career in his early 30s. I just think it's a cool story.
Goalie's a cerebral position anyway. You know, not too much athleticism.
No, not at all.
We all silly like the mayor.